Hello, everyone. I hope I'm on air right now. Thank you so much. My name is Dr. MACHARIA WARUINGI. I'm a doctor of medicine and doctor of health administration and the president of Ustawi Biomedical Research, Innovation, and Industrial Centers of Africa. That is Ubricoin. Tonight, I'm very delighted to do this masterclass for Alphagold. We are getting started at exactly 6 p.m. We want to talk about Ubricoin status update. I wonder if everyone can hear me. If you can hear, say, type yes at the Let's Make Africa Great. And that is going to help me know whether we are broadcasting. If not, we can change the method of communication and we go to a different channel. Yeah, can you all see my screen? If yes, let me know. Tell me, type to the Let's Make Africa Great. If you can all see my screen, I see you, Jane of UK, you're there. I'm wondering whether you can see my screen. Yes? Now, if we're gonna hang on for about 5 minutes to make sure that everyone is online. Let me see if we can receive everyone here. That'll be very good. Oh. It looks like, let's see. Hello, yeah, hello Caroline. So the webinar is live now. What does it say for you? Yeah, so let's click. Caroline is saying, let's everyone click on the screen. I am not sure whether it's streaming for you. If it's streaming for you, say yes. Caroline, say yes. So let's click. Caroline is saying, very nice. So I got that. So my screen is more, you can see my screen, but let's everyone. I'm trying to figure out what you're able to see. Please let me know whether you can see the PowerPoint presentation that says Ubricoin status update. Ubricoin status update. Can you see that, Caroline? Okay, so let's see, maybe I haven't done one more thing here, which would be to, the broadcast is live. Share screen, hide, Ubricoin status update. I think we're good to go now. Let's see. Can you now see Ubricoin status update? Type yes, please. This is a black screen with white Ubricoin status update. Okay. All right. I see Ray is clapping. Ubricoin status update. You can see that. Then if I'm going to, let's just do this test for a second or two to make sure, maybe a minute, to make sure that everyone is up to speed where we are. Okay, can you all see? Oh, excellent. Thank you so much, Liam Dean. You have said you can see the Ubricoin status update. Now, this is a live presentation, meaning that if someone comes in a few minutes, they can always scroll back to get caught up. So we're going to get started right away. Jen Nielsen says she can see. Carolina O'Kello says she can see. I see the logo with the giraffe. Now, I think the logo with the giraffe is past now. So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Caroline, for inviting me to do this masterclass at Alphagold. Again, my name is Dr. MACHARIA WARUINGI, Doctor of Medicine, Doctor of Health Administration. I'm the president at Ustawi Biomedical Research, Innovation and Industrial Centers of Africa. Today, I would like us to speak about Ubricoin, the status update. And you know that Ubricoin went live on December 20th, 2018. It was a glorious day. Why? Because many people had already received Ubricoins in the 2 billion UBN giveaway. We had given a whole 2 billion Ubricoins. And because of that, Ubricoin was had been received well in the community. We gave away the 2 billion Ubricoin to create a user community here in Kenya and in among the Africans, also in other African countries. And we also gave it away to African Americans in the United States. And we gave it away to all the Africans in the diaspora. And that's great. Those living in the United States, United Kingdom, United places like Canada, Latin American countries, Australia, we give away all the way to people living in Asian countries and Middle East, and really it has been a good feeling to give away so many UBNs. Now that we have given away so many UBNs, the question people are asking, what do we do with our UBN right now? Yes, what do we do with the UBN? And today, I would like us to discuss about where we can use UBN directly. And we'll talk about Sokojanja briefly. You can use UBN in health. And we want, because we have crafted UBN as a utility token for health, then we want to make sure that we understand we want to promote Ubricoin's uses in healthcare and life science itself. That means the science of discovery of medicines and medical devices and all those things we do in the hospitals. And so, of course, building hospitals, clinical centers, and research centers. Ubricoin also, we want to really focus it very, very aggressively in education, funding education all the way from the lower primary school, going up to the highest education you can achieve in a nation, that is PhD, doctors of philosophy, and post-PhD work. And then we can also use UBN in transportation, travel, business, because travel is what connects people. And then if you have UBNs, then the big question people are asking, how can I convert it into other currencies? So you can sell it through decentralized and centralized exchanges, or transfer the UBN to a service provider, or even transfer UBNs to any member of your family. So I just want to tell you that here we're in Nairobi, sometimes the internet fluctuates, it goes up or down. And if it goes down, please tell me, because we may, if we get cut off. So, but this is a live show on YouTube. And so, yeah, feel free to comment. I'm checking my WhatsApp messages from Let's Make Africa Great. And also I am checking the comments on the YouTube channel at the same time. So, well, let's dive deep into it and see the value proposition for Ubricoin. As you can see, we have conceptualized value proposition for Ubricoin to occupy 3 spaces. Space number 1 on this diagram is, because 01 is the Ubricoin itself. When we had this masterclass again a few weeks ago, we said that Ubricoin has 2 lives. In one life, it's a utility token. Utility token means that you can use it to buy or to pay for things. And that's what we call agreement money or acknowledgement money in our value typology of money. So as a utility token, you can buy things with it. You can pay for coffee, pair of shoes, you can pay for things. And so in the second circle, we're talking the markets themselves. And you see between 1 and 2, there is vector A that helps to conceptualize what the utility token would do in the marketplace. And number 3 is the service sector, like transportation. So, and vector C, or maybe even manufacturing. 3 would be production or manufacturing. And B would be the vector that takes goods from one place to the other, transportation. So we have conceptualized Ubricoin utility in form of money, market, and movement. And you see, as an alternative money, we use in this case the example of the transport sector. And we say, as an alternative money, Ubricoin will increase supply of cash to facilitate expansion of digital market. So you'd say Sokojanja, We know from our observations of Alibaba and Amazon.com that online marketplace is the thing to do today, because online marketplace, of course, what it does is to remove the middleman who was sitting between the producers of products and the buyers. So Soko Jaja is such an online marketplace that helps to decentralize production, decentralize markets. Let's say marketing. In Africa, we have a huge problem in the marketplace because the market is owned by a few people you would call cartels, and if every one of us has to depend on those cartels to sell something. They import everything for us, and therefore it becomes very difficult for you as an ordinary person to sell your things in the marketplace. So let's say we create online marketplace and we all agree to buy things from that online marketplace, and those things are shipped through a transport system, and so we can conceptualize that, and that's why we have this number 3. So in this diagram, vector A indicates the job of UBN in expansion of digital marketplace. We really have to expand the digital marketplace, and see we have set aside 1 billion UBN out of the 10 billion for expansion of digital markets. We want to increase the availability of money for production of goods, produce, and services of highly improved quality for selling on the online marketplace on Soko Janja. And that is what vector A represents. Vector B that you find here is when we have increased production of goods, produce, and services of greater quality, we will increase demand. That will increase demand for transportation of humans and products. That means people who own the transport industry are going to have a boom. As we increase the production of goods, services, and produce, then the demand for transportation will increase. And so that is what vector B represents. So, and then vector C here represents the use of Ubricoin to improve the transportation industry. Vector C indicates money available for transport sector. Increased availability of money in transportation will assure financing of new vehicles, maintenance of old ones, or even manufacturing of new vehicles. We increase supply of money in transport sector will also help to improve road coordination and construction of better roads, and as a consequence, this will increase road safety. So now we are working here with Matatu Vehicle Transport Association in Kenya, and of course, National Transportation and Safety Authority through also Kenya Medical Association, in terms of making sure that roads are better. They can now you can apply this framework in any industry. You can see, for example, the marketplace is central, so that's why it is green. And then supposing this number 3 circle here, 03, is the health sector or maybe manufacturing sector. So increased supply of money, this vector C in manufacturing, will make sure that we have increase of goods, and then we have market for those goods, and vice versa. So we have seen this value proposition conceptual framework as fundamental conceptual framework on how Ubricoin will be managed. Okay. So I'm seeing some people asking questions. Let's discuss a little bit more about Soko Janja. And we say that Soko Janja is our online marketplace. For those people who are asking what is Soko Janja, it's written like that. Soko Janja. This is the counterpoint of what we call Soko Mjinga in Kenya. Soko Mjinga is a celebration of stupidity and foolishness. And we have seen to have so much this business of foolishness that we have Soko Mjinga in every town. We say, let us get out of this Mjinga business. Let us go to smart Soko Janja. So Ubricoin will be used as a means of payment on our online retail store, Soko Janja. The holders of the coins will be able to buy things from Soko Janja at a discounted price. So if you're holding Ubricoin right now, you'll be able to use it to purchase things. That's when Ubricoin is operating as a utility token. Participants with products, produce, and services. That means you guys, when you are in a great Let's Make Africa Great group, you will be enlisted on Sokojanja at no cost, and people will shop on Sokojanja, will receive rewards in that. If you buy produce and goods that are locally produced, Sokojanja will give you reward. We call them loyalty points, which are formulated in Ubricoin as Brevis points. They are small, tiny little fractions of UBN. So this is good for you. And so what we are, for all the members of the Let's Make Africa Great, again, all the members of the group should go to sokojanja.com and look at what they can buy. But most important, just create a user account there as we're continuing to expand and build Sokojanja. If you have products that you make and you would like to use, you'll be listed for free. This is like being listed on Amazon.com without having to pay anything. Awesome. Because we built Ubricoin for the Ubrica project. Ubrica is a health project, so we really have to dive deep into healthcare. And we have assigned 2 billion UBN for building healthcare in Kenya in particular. And probably it's going to expand to other parts of the world. And we want to use Ubricoin to help gather intelligent data about health, nutritional information, and diseases. That is what's called smart artificial intelligence. So we are working on artificial intelligence, of course, with partners to programs or algorithms that is going to help us gather intelligent data about health. Where does our health come from? What food itself and our nutrition, what are people eating, and the diseases. We learn about distribution of diseases and how they occur so we can target them before they hit anyone. So then holders of Ubricoin will be able to access health services by paying Ubricoins to our retail clinical centers. So all the people who own hospitals, they own clinics, they are practitioners, medical practitioners, we're asking them to come and join us so that we can put them in the Ubricoin ecosystem. And when they're in the Ubricoin ecosystem, we shall be able to work together so they can receive payments in Ubricoin. Here we have education. Education is so important. Education is so important because it is one of those things that you cannot do away with. So we have set aside a lot of Ubricoin, 2 billion Ubricoin actually, for the education system. And we're going to formulate that through our University Science and Technology Parks program. So we have to look at education in every county, in every village, and we shall what shall we do? We're going to partnership. Several universities have joined us in this education program, and if we anchor at the education development at our local universities, we have about 66 universities in Kenya. We anchor them at the local universities, then we can reach even primary schools and nursery school in every county. And then we support university education, support education all the way to the universities, to PhD and post-PhD level, where we do translation of scientific knowledge, which may include execution of patents, and then commercialization of products of research. That's then, as I said earlier, we can use Ubricoin to support travel, to purchase flights, hotels, cars, rental cruises, and also, of course, a transportation system, as we indicated earlier. Now, this is where you are very much interested in. Maybe how do you use the Ubricoin that we supplied, and how do you connect? If you don't have Ubricoin, there's also an opportunity for you to buy it. So holders of Ubricoin will be able to sell their coins directly or indirectly to other people. Now, directly means that you walk up to your family, friends, relatives, lecturers, enemies, even spouses, potentials, through the process of buying Ubricoin, then and how to send Ubricoin to someone else. And so you help them open wallets. When you help them open wallets, then you can transfer your Ubricoin to them. One thing we have said before, it's very important to think about your suppliers and your providers. You pay Ubricoin to people on your supply side, And if you have helped them open wallets right now, since we have about well, we sent about 2 billion Ubricoin out from, there are thousands and thousands of people holding Ubricoin, and so we want to build a community of those holders, and then they can trade with one another. Just for each one of us accepting a few Ubricoins to be paid for services, and of course, speaking to the people in your neighborhood, say for example where you live, where you buy your your needs, when you go shopping, let the people know that Ubricoin is currency and it's now on the exchanges and you can buy things with it. So you can transfer your Ubricoin to consumers of services of your, and consumers of your products. Say, for example, if you provide a service, whatever service you provide, you can ask people to pay you in Ubricoin, okay? And then you can also get paid in Ubricoin, so that will increase. Now let's go to the most interesting part. We're talking about how do you trade. Now Ubricoin has changed itself from a utility token and it becomes a security token, or maybe it is a commodity. So Ubricoin as commodity money would have to be sold in an exchange. We are listing Ubricoin in 30 decentralized exchanges, and so in about 5 centralized exchanges. I know this is a lot of new language to everybody. An exchange is for cryptocurrencies is exactly like an exchange for stocks, common stock, shares of common stock. Say, for example, the New York Stock Exchange, the Nairobi Stock Exchange, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange, and so on. But these are special exchanges for selling cryptocurrencies. These are special exchanges for selling cryptocurrencies. There are 2 types of exchanges. One type is called decentralized exchange. In a decentralized exchange, there is no human being there helping you, like a broker. In the stock market, we have stock brokers. So when you go to a decentralized exchange, everything is automatic for you. Well, not automatic. It means that you are the one in control. And so you have to be very careful what you're doing, because there's no one who's coming to help you. And of course, your coins can be stolen. And centralized exchanges, pretty much like decentralized exchanges, but they are run by companies, individual companies, companies owned by people. Yeah, either a group of people or an individual or something like that. So I want you to note that difference between centralized exchanges and decentralized exchanges. Decentralized exchanges, you don't have to go and ask for listing. You can go there and just post UBN and see whether anyone is going to buy it. And so what we're going to do is speak about one of the decentralized exchanges known as StarBitX, where we have Ubricoin listed. Okay, and of course there's so many others. Depending on where you are in the world, you can go to a decentralized exchange and post Ubricoin there for sale. You create sale orders, and that's awesome. So let's go to the internet for 1 minute, and we can look at some of the decentralized exchanges, examples of them here on Wikipedia. And then after we look for that, I'm going to look at the questions to see who may be having questions right now and see what kind of questions they are. So Wikipedia says that a decentralized exchange, or a DEX, is a cryptocurrency exchange in a decentralized way without a central authority. Decentralized exchanges allow peer-to-peer trading of cryptocurrencies. So drawbacks, well, due to lack of KYC process and no way to revert a transaction, users are at a loss if they have hacked or their password. So, but decentralized exchanges are not, they're fairly safe, so you don't hear major stories of hacking for those ones, lists. So I want to see the list of decentralized exchanges. Cryptocurrency exchange. There are about 300 of them that are listed on Wikipedia. So I can decentralized exchanges. Let's see. So you want to read a lot about this because we have examples here: Ether Delta, IDEX, HADEX, and all that type. The list is long and comes to about 300 decentralized exchanges. So one of the decentralized exchanges that we have listed on is StabitX, and you can see UBN right there. Right now, UBN is selling. Some people are buying it for 0.9 WETH, 0.9 WETH, and that means that it's about almost equal to Ethereum. That's about $157. So we hope it maintains this price. You can see we just listed it recently, and this is a really good price. So we'll talk about that. We'd like some questions about how to get your UBNs on StabitX, and if you don't have UBN, how to go there and buy them. Then, of course, people who are Let's Make Africa Great Greater have their UBNs with them. Some of those people who have UBNs, not everyone got UBNs during the giveaway. But if you did not get the UBN, it is time to buy UBN, and you come here at StabitX. StabitX, of course, you just put https://www.stabitx.com, and of course you are able to get to the exchange. So that's what you want to do. Well, they're saying that they are system upgrade notice to provide better service. All Stabit group, including StabitX, OTC Star, SW, will temporarily shut down today. So, oh, sorry guys, unfortunately this exchange is closed for upgrades, but they're coming up tomorrow at 10 a.m. That is East Asian time. So we cannot do the demo directly the way I thought we would, because Stabit is on maintenance right now. But then you can see another one called LedgerDex. If you come to LedgerDex, we have made another video that shows you how to work with LedgerDex. You can say open up. Right now, because I wasn't prepared to do a demo here, I don't know what's going to happen. So when you open LedgerDex application, again, before we even go to that point, let's say, what is LedgerDex? LedgerDex, that's how you spell it. So you would say ledgerdex.com, and of course, LedgerDex is https://www.ledgerdex.com. And of course, as you can see, when you come to this screen here, you say open up, and when you open your application, you are able now to see the it requires MetaMask. MetaMask, for those of you who don't know, is a browser-based wallet. Let me just click here on Google and say MetaMask. So to work with LedgerDex, you need MetaMask. MetaMask brings Ethereum to your browser. It works as a Chrome extension. So if you come online and you want to work with either LedgerDex or even StabitX.com, this is StabitX. To work with these decentralized exchanges, let's say, and you want to use your laptop, you have to get MetaMask. So MetaMask is a wallet. Those of you who have received Ubricoin, your UBNs are either in Coinomi wallet or they're in Trust wallet. And now we have MetaMask for trading. So one thing I want to tell you is that don't import all your UBNs to the trading platform, because once you import your UBNs, it means that that those UBNs are now open to the exchange. And if in any, God forbid that the exchange was hacked, then you would have problems with all your UBNs would disappear if the exchange was hacked. So create a MetaMask account, once you have installed MetaMask on your, you can see it's an Ethereum, is a browser based and it works with Chrome, or it also works with Brave browser. If you go to the exchange, of course, first of all, install MetaMask on your browser, and then you send your UBN to your MetaMask address. Yes, so, and then this, if whether you're working with LedgerDex or Starbase X or any decentralized exchange. That's it for decentralized exchange. Now, for centralized exchanges, we have to register. We have to get listed formally, like the way you would list your stock in a stock exchange. It's expensive. It costs on average 2 BTC or 2 Bitcoins. A Bitcoin now is what, maybe $6,000, and 2 Bitcoins would be $12,000. So we have checked a lot of exchanges, and we have started listing our Ubricoin in these exchanges. We now want to get UBN listed in about 5 exchanges before the end of this year. Okay, let me come to the chart and see what's going on. And so Caroline is asking, when did you list on exchange? We listed on the exchange, say, in Starbase X about a week ago. The activity has been exciting. I would have shown you, but it turns out these guys are on upgrade. But people are buying UBN. UBN is now retailing at, no, exchange 0.9 ETH. 1 ETH, 0.9 ETH, that's the price of Ethereum, and you can check here. If we go to etherscan.com, etherscan.io, so that you can see the price of Ethereum. And from here, ETH, my goodness, is $192 per ETH. So a 0.9 ETH, so you can see the price of UBN today. You can say 0.9 ETH. ETH, oh, it's 0.0, what did I say, 0.0, 0.9 ETH in dollars is $173. This is mind-blowing because some people are buying Ubricoin at that price, $173. Hey, I hope that we stay there. This has nothing to do with any of us at Ubrica. Is that we put it on an exchange and some people are they're buying it at a very high price. And of course, if it comes to 1 ETH in dollars is going to be $192 per Ubricoin. Not a bad thing. So I really hope that it stays there or even goes further up. But this is really something serious, really serious. So let me see if there are other questions. Other questions on Let's Make Africa Great. So if what I'm wondering what else we can do to increase participation, but if people are, I can pause the presentation to see if everyone is here, and then we can then start up again. But I am now looking at the WhatsApp group. I don't see any questions there. But in any case, even if, because this is recorded by YouTube, even if we stop the presentation, it's still going to be available online, and people can post questions. When it's available online now, people can come here on to the WhatsApp group and post questions directly, and I'll be around to answer those questions. Yeah. But I'm sure there's a lot of questions regarding how you exchange your UBNs. We can continue the conversation on Let's Make Africa Great Again on WhatsApp. Yeah. Let me see if there's any other questions on YouTube itself, the YouTube channel. Yeah. Matu26 says, unbelievable. I don't know. Yes, I agree with you, Matu. This might blowing, and I believe that the UBN has great value, particularly because we are targeting healthcare. Let's say life science itself. Life science is neglected. There's a huge problem of diseases in Africa, and we all get together and rally behind Ubricoin, you're gonna be seeing major transformation in health outcomes in this continent. People are not happy about the diseases that we transport in other countries. We get so many viruses in this African continent. In Kenya, we have those hemorrhagic fever, we have malaria, boatloads of malaria. Let me tell you, a lot of people die due to malaria in Kenya, and I'm sure in all other African countries. The rate of death due to malaria is so high, it's unbelievable. And malaria itself is transported by mosquitoes, and mosquitoes are not hiding. Uh, they're just in the open. Why don't we control the malaria? Why don't we even try to eradicate it? It's because of lack of money. Now that we have UBN, we are going to see a major difference in such diseases like malaria. We have viruses like chikungunya killing people, hemorrhagic fevers like East Coast fever, other in the coast province last year. In Kenyan coast, we had dengue fever. Can you believe it? And then we have all these other hemorrhagic fevers in other countries like Ebola virus disease. You saw what Ebola did in 2014, 2015, and just devastating in Sierra Leone and those Western African countries, Nigeria. So Ubricoin is going to help a lot in that because with this money, we shall build world-class laboratories in here in Africa that will help detect those diseases. We shall have artificial intelligence, as you heard earlier, that is going to help us detect, first of all, fight those diseases before they even happen and kill them before they kill even one person. Because application of computer science and machine learning is going to be very instrumental in eradicating diseases which become epidemics or even pandemics. Then again, we have a huge problem with access to medical care. Either we don't have health facilities, and so we have set aside a lot of UBNs to build medical clinics, good quality health facilities all over the countries with labs that work. And we can extend this to the entire African continent because if everyone in Africa now buys UBN aggressively in the market so that and trades it aggressively, then we shall have enough money for medicine. And then, of course, the other thing is pharmaceutical manufacturing. We want to have partnerships with all universities, and we set aside another 2 billion UBNs for that, so that there is enough money for research, there is enough money for translation of research knowledge, there is enough money for publications. Let us write science. Let us not write politics anymore. Let us write scientific periodicals. We write journals and we support our scientists to get published. And of course, that is in our University Science and Technology Parks program. And then we support commercialization and manufacturing of medicines. We don't have to be the ones manufacturing as Ubrica itself, but we go to other universities and they're doing research. We have professors there, people with PhDs, other guys doing their master's degree, even undergraduates. They have a lot of knowledge. Let us put money aside for them to take that knowledge to the next level. Let us get the knowledge out of the university. It comes to the people. That is why I think the value of Ubricoin is rising so quickly because we know what our problem is. We don't have money for science, and let us get together, put money for science, and see the difference gonna make. Even let's say this is medicine. We do civil engineering projects. That's improving our roads, transportation, improving our whole infrastructure so that people can get to communicate with one another, improving our built environments so it stops killing people. Even our highways kill people. Yeah, that's a big problems here. That diseases and death can come from any source, including the road accidents, rampant. Right now, biggest problem we have in Kenya is border, which is called motorcycles. Motorcycle accidents happen almost every second in the whole nation. That's why we're working with the National Transport Authority to find out how do we solve all these things. And of course, it is people are getting into motorcycle business because they want to make money. What if we provided enough money in the nation, then people don't have to struggle so much to go into businesses that directly lead to diseases, like when you get accidents, then you have fractures, then you are a sick person, disabilities, and of course, death due to such accidents. And then we we reduce the cost of medical care in Africa by manufacturing our own medicine. Why medical care is so expensive in Africa is because we import everything from somewhere else, everything, including medical water. We can manufacture medical water in many African countries, and instead of importing it from, say, China or India or maybe Germany, we get medical water getting imported from Tanzania or your neighboring country in Rwanda. So we promote creation of factories for bioscientific products. And then we get hundreds of thousands of jobs for our graduates, hundreds of thousands of jobs. I think it's this reason that Ubricoin price is going to rise and rise and rise and rise. I pray that Ubricoin goes to up to $1,000 before the end of this year. And if one Ubricoin becomes $1,000, those people holding Ubricoin are going to be happy. And I want to encourage you very, very strongly that if you have received Ubricoin, take those Ubricoins home. Go to your country and build. Go to your community, build stuff there. Build a business. We're not saying build something for free to be giving people free. No. Build, if, for example, if you're in a place where you produce bananas, go and help the local people create a banana processing factory. We create a banana processing factory. That banana, you export the bananas. If you export the bananas, you make money. You have to make money. You have to make money. Because although you receive Ubricoin during the free giveaway, do not let those Ubricoin go away. And if you want to sell them, don't sell them for a low price. Don't sell them for a low price. But Ubricoin is going to have much, much greater use if you don't sell it. Okay? Go home and build a factory in your village. Okay? Teach people how to manufacture. If you have oranges there, teach people how to process oranges and make juice, stuff like that. If you have mangoes, get the whole community planting oranges. In 3 years, everyone will be very happy. But use your Ubricoins to help build a factory for manufacturing things in your community. Build a factory, whatever you want to manufacture, whether it's clothes, you buy textile garments, process them, whether you want to manufacture shoes, manufacturing is everything. Go home and build a manufacturing company. Okay, so I want to see if there's any questions. Well, we can continue discussing on WhatsApp, but really, with your Ubricoins, go home and create business for your people. Create a factory, but you have to supervise that factory. Now, if you want help, of course, we need to work together. Stay in contact with Ubrica. If you have questions, you can write to info@ubrica.com, info@ubrica.com, info@ubrica.com. Stay yourself updated, and let's continue working together. Thank you so much. I think that I've spoken for so long, it's about 45 minutes.